Listen, I hope you've been enjoying these short videos we've been putting out as of late. Don't worry, for those of you who prefer the longer form video essays, we have not stopped working on some of the bigger projects, but more to come later. But I hope you've been seeing that we're more productive when we intersperse the longer videos with short ones like these. Anyway, this video is about one song from that Sonic album that came out last month. Unless you're living underneath a geodisc dome that blocks digital data signals, you are doubtlessly familiar with the joyous musical union formed by Bruno Mars and Paak, so dubbed Silk Sonic by the legendary Bootsy Collins. All throughout 2021, the two have been teasing toward their joint album, which was finally released on November the 12th. Many music fans have been clamoring to name it Album of the Year, while a few others are contending with an album that is, for all intents and purposes, a straightforward throwback to a classic style. Rather than discuss the album as a whole or the main singles, I'll be discussing one of the eye-grabbing deep tracks within After Last Night. This one features Stephen Bruno, aka Thundercat, who I've covered before, an artist who has been also at the vanguard of the neo-soul sound professionally for over a decade now. And I have to say, this isn't exactly the sort of song I would expect to be on the album's Thundercat collab. After Last Night is a sultry slow jam that incorporates Bootsy Collins' narration throughout. Lyrically, it's a fairly standard few verses about a nocturnal experience with a woman that leaves our respective narrators enthralled and potentially in love. This sort of topic is a frequent occurrence throughout the rest of the album's runtime, so it isn't necessarily what makes the song stand out. While there isn't a star-making lead vocal performance from Thundercat anywhere throughout, his resonant and instantly recognizable bass playing is on full display, and if you listen hard enough, you can hear him doing background vocals, harmonizing beautifully with Bruno. It does evolve into one of the more musically adventurous songs on the album, with a musical climax that spotlights Bruno's virtuosic playing. He keeps it contained, refraining from his trademark impossibly fast jaunts up and down the fretboard. But he sort of makes you wish he played the bass on the rest of the album as well, to be honest. Beyond the song's written or recorded quality itself, it is remarkable on the merits of its own existence. Bruno Mars, Paak, Thundercat and Bootsy Collins are a bulletproof quartet, each representing a unique time and place in the interlocked worlds of soul and funk music. Collins is the foundation, having of course attained legendary status due to his incredible work with James Brown and Parliament Funkadelic. The genre's ongoing reverence for him should speak for itself. Mars is the A-lister, the household name that is going to move units, not only due to his prior decade of Billboard success, but also due to the legitimate dedication and love he has shown to these styles of music over the years. Last time we heard from him, it was with 24K Magic, an album that was similarly praised for its spirited and accurate soul and funk throwbacks. Paak is the up-and-comer, a drummer and producer turned bona fide frontman and star in the making. He has what Mars lacks, an authentic swagger which appears effortless. His voice isn't nearly as groomed or as elastic as Bruno's, but it is addictive, sweet on the ears and instantly recognizable. He's also pushed experimental and underground soul and R&B music to higher and higher heights as part of the duo No Worries with Knowledge on their fantastic album Yes Lord. Thundercat is the wildcard, an agent of chaos. In interviews he tends to be shocking and absurd, a far cry from the beautiful, sensitive music he typically makes. Growing up in a family of musical prodigies in LA, he was equally well versed in jazz and metal, going from being one of the youngest members of the stalwart crossover thrash band Suicidal Tendencies to being a leading figurehead in contemporary soul, funk and R&B music with albums such as Drunk and The Golden Age of Apocalypse. I've covered these in an episode before if you want to check that out. These four gentlemen represent many decades of musical experience across a vast array of genres. All of them have forged new ground, both in challenging, progressive ways, and in ways which appear to appeal to hundreds of millions of casual consumers as well. It wouldn't have taken much to make After Last Night a slam dunk, given their joint caliber, and this video essayist is pleased to report that this is definitely a highlight on a short album with plenty of songs. Thank you for watching.